Hello everybody and welcome back to Robert's Reviews. Today we are continuing Robin Williams. We're doing his series, we're getting through all of his movies. It's crazy. We've only had to skip one so far. We had to skip Toys because I couldn't find it anywhere. But today we are continuing with one that I had no idea existed. I think probably most of you don't know if it exists, unless you're watching this because you know it exists, in which case then you do know it exists. But if you don't know it exists, I'm here to tell you about it. So today we're going to be talking about Being Human. Being Human was released in 1994 and it was written and directed by Bill Forsyth. No spoilers, but the general idea is that there's this man named Hector, played by Robin Williams, who experiences multiple timelines of his character, right? So we have the Stone Age, we go to like medieval ages, there's a war at one point, sort of, and then modern day, there's like 4 or 5, I think, different variants of Hector. And throughout this entire time, we have this narrative over the top, which I thought was really brilliant. I know that I'm probably in the minority here, but I love the narration. I normally hate narration. I really liked it here. It really tied everything together. There's just a female voice that just talks, and she just mentions things that, like, obviously is portrayed by the movie. Like, there's nothing she says is surprising by any way. But the way that she says it is just so nice. Like, the way that it's phrased is beautiful. Like, you can take any snippet from the narrative, that, like, the narration that's going over it, and use it as a quote for anything. I mean, it's beautiful. I wish I remembered any of them. I don't, because it's not a very memorable movie. But still, I was sitting here and I was like, oh, that's a cool quote. I almost considered writing some of them down. That's how good they are. Like, they're very good quotes. I really enjoyed listening to that. I thought it was really cool. And I think it did help the overall, like, connective tissue of the film, because without the introduction with the narratives, the transition from different Hectors might have been a little confusing. I think the first transition still is a little confusing. It was like, okay, not sure if this is a later period in the same Hector, because like his appearance changes too, of course. So it's a little confusing to kind of pick out what is going on at every point in the film. But I think it's kind of part of the point. The point of the film is to show kind of how it's the human condition a little bit, where it's kind of, you know, you don't know what's going to happen later, you don't know any of that, and it's a good chance that whatever happens is supposed to happen, and it's just really interesting. I think that everybody who watches this will get something different out of it. I think the ending kind of sucks, but it was nice. I was like, okay, yeah, happy ending, but also, like, I think it feels a little awkward. It feels a little clunky. It feels like it wasn't supposed to be there, you know, and I don't know, it just felt a little weird. The weird happy ending that was there, but it didn't make any sense, I think. But the whole idea is he's kind of looking for his family, right? He's looking for his family gets taken away from him, he's looking for his family, and each and every timeline, he's going to his family. But it's very vague. He's like, I gotta get back home. I gotta get back to my family. But we never know who he's talking about, but we see his family in the beginning of the film, and it's like, okay, great. I think Vincent D'Onofrio is a great actor in this film. Every part that isn't Hector is a small part. It's a very small part. He really had fun with his. You could really see it, and I really enjoyed watching him in his one part that he was in. There was that lady, Lorraine Bracco, was in this as well, just at the end, just for one scene. It was like, oh, wow, that's Lorraine Bracco from The Sopranos. Very cool. But beyond that, it was just kind of like, it really did walk you through everything, and I feel like it might have been better with less narration. I think the narration should have been there. I think it was very good. I think there should have been a little less of it. And we definitely needed it to introduce the new Hectors. That was very important. But beyond that, we didn't really need it. And I'm not sure if they would have made it better or worse if we got rid of it. I think it'd be fun to see if it changes anything, if we were to get rid of any of it. But that's my general thought. But overall, I mean, it's not a very memorable movie, and it's fun in the moment, but like, I watched this like 2 days ago, and I already don't care. And it's not a very good performance for anybody either. I mean, Robin Williams was fine. I think he was fine. I don't think he was spectacular. I feel like you probably could have casted just about anybody in that role, and they would have done fine. It's not a comedy, it's not a drama really either. It's this weird, amagulous ball of genre that don't really mix together. It's just really weird, really strange. But overall, I mean, it's fine. If you want to give it a check out, definitely do so. I got it on YouTube, I think. I rented it on YouTube. I'm pretty confident. Maybe it was Fandango. I'm not sure. But you can rent it somewhere, because I did. But I'm going to go ahead and give Being Human a C-. It's just kind of okay. Let me know in the comments below, have you seen Being Human? What did you think of it? Let me know in the comments below. I love talking to you guys, so definitely consider doing that. Consider subscribing, because once I get to 200 subscribers, I am going to do an 8-hour live stream. You don't want to miss it, so definitely consider subscribing, liking the video, and as always, keep watching movies and television, stay educated, and I'll see you guys in the next video.